Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I have a submission from Dranneken. It's a Pendulum Edition versus a Sword Soul TNE deck, one of the top few meta deck in the current meta scene right now. And before I jump right into the duel, let's take a look at the deck list that Dranneken is using. So my main concern when I first saw the deck list is the fact that there's Upstart Goblin there. So usually you only play Upstart Goblin if you have exactly 40 cards in your deck. Yeah. Because Upstart Goblin helps to cut down the number of cards in your deck so that you increase the consistency. But putting in 2 Upstart Goblin while your deck has 44 cards is as good as saying that your deck is a 42 card deck and you still give opponents like 2000 life points. So I would strongly recommend not to include Upstart Goblin in your deck unless you need the spells in the graveyard, such as when playing Sky Striker and Demion. For those decks, then I can understand why you play Upstart Goblin when your deck exceeds 40. But if not, usually people play 40 cards deck and then they include 3 Upstart Goblin to make it into a 37 card deck, which increase the consistency of the deck. Yeah. And for playing into the void when you have hand trap is actually quite risky as well, because once you play into the void you won't have cards in your hand next turn. So I think it's good if you are playing the FTK version of the deck, which focus on going first, but other than that I think Into the Void might be quite damaging for the deck. And then I see that he's playing the Zug Trap as well, which is pretty interesting. I forget the effect, but I hope that we can get to see in the duel later. Yeah. So without further ado, let's quickly jump right into the duel to see how he plays out. Okay, so he started out going first, and pretty good hand I would say. So Curtain Raiser will be able to come out first, to, allows you to do a pre-pendulum Electromite. And actually in that case, I won't normal summon with your Wisdom Eye. I will actually set your Purple Poison and then Wisdom Eye and pop Wisdom Eye to put double Iris so that your Astrograph can jump out, which save your normal summon as well. Because usually Wisdom Eye in the extra deck without being destroyed is actually pretty I would say pretty useless. Yeah. So in that case, we should actually prioritize getting Astrograph out. Okay, in this case it's set 2, and then similarly, I will not destroy Wisdom Eye right now. I will actually destroy Wisdom Eye to set double Iris first, and then destroy double Iris with Electromite so that you can get your Trap Pendant Graph out. And then at that point in time, you can also like bring out your Astrograph as well. Yeah. So then you draw 1 card from Electromite, which will got Ash. And just another thing, you should never ever, okay, to me at least, you should never ever Ash that 1 draw, unless that's the only, unless the opponent has no cards in hand, then I'll Ash that 1 draw. Other than that, I don't usually Ash draw 1 cards. Draw 2 I will, because like stuff like Pot of Desire, I'll actually Ash when there's a draw 2 card. Okay, so Astrograph come out, will add back your Wisdom Eye. And then in this case, you're going to Celine. I actually always have doubts to link Astrograph into Electromite actually, because Astrograph and Electromite into Celine, because although it does open 1 more slot, but you are using up another extra dex card just to bring out 1 additional monster, which you already have. So I think maybe everyone can share your opinion as well. This is something that I always struggle about. Like, do I want to link my Astrograph in Electromite into Celine first before I Pendulum Summon? Yeah. So, and in this case, you will not usually go into Celine, because first thing is you do not have 3 spells counter. You only have 2. So you will not be able to like bring out and use its effect to bring out more monster. Yeah. And actually before Pendulum Summoning, you should pop Wisdom Eye to go into double Iris so that you can actually bring out your Astrograph as well, which in this case you're unable to bring out because the Pendulum skill is just 1 to 5. Okay, so you bring out 3 monster, and then Harmonizing will bring out White Wing. Okay, actually in this case, I will also actually not use both tuner to exceed into Star Time. I will actually use 1 of the tuner only so that I can use the other tuner to go into Harley Freebucks later. Yeah. Then he brings out he detached Harmonizing to go to get Chronograph out, and which I thought you will want to detach White Wing instead, so that you can have your White Wing in the graveyard to summon out your Zug Magician. Okay, so another Time Star, and this is another thing that I always try to avoid, which is using Wisdom Eye to bring out your Time Star. because first thing is your time, when Wisdom Eye goes in the graveyard, you will not be able to retrieve it anymore other than having Oath Dragon out. But if let's say your Dark Spellcaster is in the graveyard, you can actually bring it back with Black Fang. So that's something that I always try to avoid, throwing Wisdom Eye into the graveyard. Okay, he add a double Iris, and then he decided to send one card which is Black Fang, and then he pops again, which will send another card which is Purple Poison. Now he release pop it for real and bring out Black Fang, and then Chronograph will be out. He brings out Starving Venom from here, copy Electromite to pop one on the card which is Black Fang, and then add back Astrograph. Black Fang will be able to pop, bring back one, and Astrograph will be able to come out. So I assume at this point in time they will already have all the Zark Magician material in the graveyard. He just need to link away Time Star since he's playing Utopic, so it means that he will link these two into Utopic Future. And then this card will be able to go into Dragon, Future Dragon, Draco Future. Yeah, this card is actually really strong. But let's take a look at this card first. So this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect, so there's no way to remove it other than banishing or send it to the graveyard. And then once per turn, it can actually detach one material to negate the activation and gain control of it. Yeah, so this card is this really strong. And then Astrograph will banish all the materials for Zark and then summon out Zark. Yeah. So then again, there's no point in bringing out Zark in the first turn. So but I think one of the replays that I have, which is versus the Magical Musketeer, actually bringing out Zark on the first turn was good because Zark cannot be targeted and cannot be destroyed by card effect. So let's see how having Zark on the first turn here will be able to help him play the game. Okay, Ashuna activates his effect, and then he doesn't negate with Apollosa, but if I'm not wrong, Apollosa negates activation. Once per chain negate the activation, which means that he should be able to use this effect. Oh no, okay, this guy effect is you can only use, so it's not activated, so you can't use it anymore. Okay, so Ashuna effect got negated. Moya effect will get negated as well since Apollosa is here. I will actually negate using Apollosa because he will just go into battle phase later and just punch Apollosa to death anyway. Okay, but I guess that's true. One way is to just bring it out. Okay, I'm not sure what that maxi was. So yeah, I'm not sure what that maxi was. But I guess this will end the game. It's a pretty weird play by the opponent. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more things that the opponent can do. Like there's not sure if there's more bits. Or maybe I'll at least bait out with Maxi first. No, I have no idea what's in his hand, so I can't really comment much now. Okay, so Black Fang will revive your Time Star, and then Wisdom Eye will pop, and then Time Star will send in more cards, but there's no point in sending more because you actually need more cards in your hand actually, in your deck. So he decided to pop both Purple Poison just to make it 4,800. Just for the looks, just for the visual, just to look nice. Okay, and that's all he ends. So then again, I don't see a point in bringing out Zark in the first turn. But if you're able to bring out Zark during second turn, I think that will be quite devastating. So if any replay that you have, you manage to summon Zark out during the second turn and what your opponents feel, do feel free to share as well. I think that will be a more interesting replay to see. But yeah, hopefully this feels like a dual analysis from my previous series. So hope to help everyone improve their Pendulum Magician gameplay. So yeah, I've come to the end of this video. So if you're enjoying this so far, do remember to help me by liking the video, subscribing, and actually commenting down below what you think of this replay, and you have any suggestion for Dranneken as well. And if you want me to take a look at your replay, you can also take a look in the link in the description below. You can submit it and I will talk about it in the channel, and everyone can actually help you. And yeah, that's all for this video. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.